Hey everybody, today we are in Hopkins, South Carolina at Congaree National Park. It's the only official national park in the state of South Carolina, even though we do have other national park sites. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go in the woods. So this is the Harry Hampton Visitor Center right here. It's the first building you come to whenever you arrive here. This is the mosquito meter. As you can tell, today is just a mild day. Yeah, this is nice. It's been redone since we last came. So it has been a little while since we've been here, and they have completely redone this section of the boardwalk since we last came, and it is so much nicer than it was. It's larger for one thing, which is a good thing. If you got large people like us trying to walk on it, you don't have to turn sideways to let somebody through. And they have this nice big seating area out here. You could just sit down and talk about your adventure or what you're getting ready to do or whatever your heart desires. And this is stop number 1 on the map. I think I like this a whole lot better.
I do.
This whole area used to be like slanting, wasn't it?
Yes, it was like sucked me in.
You had to kind of brace yourself whenever you came through this section previously. Now they got this big old area out here.
They've done an excellent job.
Yes, they did an excellent job at doing this. It's pretty over there.
I think we more water down there than what we've seen. We always get a little dry.
Mm-hmm. Well, it did rain last night too, so.
over there.
I don't know. Maybe lightning hit it or something.
There's some bark. Lightning could have hit it.
That's what I'm thinking. It's pretty and green out here today too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everything's coming back to life. But our winter was not that cold this year either though. Other than a couple of snowstorms.
And that's they hadn't repaired that one.
No, that's the old-fashioned boardwalk over there.
They repaired that one over there too.
So we'll get to see the old with the new. The old boardwalk and the new boardwalk. Oh, that's so pretty out there. It looks like it's out of a fairy tale or something. It's so nice and green.
Well, they got that window up to the garden. Hadn't been
Mm-mm.
down
I think it's safer. So then you come up to this and you can see this is where the old boardwalk and the new boardwalk meet. So if you go to the right, you go into the lower boardwalk, and if you go to the left, you're gonna stay on the upper boardwalk. So right now we're gonna stay on the upper boardwalk since a lot of people's on the lower boardwalk. And I try not to get people in my videos. So this shows the difference in the boardwalks. This is the old school boardwalk here. It is pretty. And as you can tell, wherever a tree falls, that's where it stays. Obviously, unless it's blocking a path. It's like that tree right there caught on fire. Unless that was a prescribed burn, maybe.
See that fern right there?
That's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see one of my yellow flowers getting ready to come up.
What?
None. It's just videoing you.
Okay. Turn it.
I'm gonna let you video me.
Okay.
Why do you say follow me? So follow me.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. Follow you?
You don't have your finger in the way, do you?
No. I don't know why she wants me to follow her. I'm with her anyway.
Yeah, but this is the only way I can get in the video. I can't be in the video if I'm behind the camera.
Okay. I wonder if they're going to replace all these boardwalks.
They probably will if they get enough money.
The other ones look so good.
Yeah, that other one's nice. This one right here, it feels kind of like it's leaning, so you have to brace yourself to walk. It's a little sideways.
I would put my walking game up, but I might slip and slide.
But we don't want that to happen.
That's number 20.
Yep. You still got the map?
We went from 1 to 20.
Yes. We were at number 1, now we're at number 20. So we have obviously missed some stuff. But that's okay.
I don't know what 20 is. I don't think I ever walked in before.
Yeah, we did. We've walked this way before. We're just not thrill seekers or anything, so we just stay on the boardwalk whenever we're here.
Good and green out there.
It is. I think today was a good day to come.
I think the game really is some good. Like the pollen road.
Ooh, we have a squirrel. So cute. Yep.
Making famous for 15 seconds.
Well, I don't know about famous, but he'll be in my YouTube video. If anybody ever watches it. And if they don't, I know he was there. unique tree over there. Kind of looks like faces or something.
That's what you call it. Personality.
Split personality? That had to be hit by a lightning or either a,
Oh, woodpeckers took the
or an
other way.
aggressive woodpecker.
So I think woodpeckers probably took it over after the lightning.
I don't know, it sure has
That's
been
what
mowed down.
Fit the split personality.
Ooh, we're starting to get into the water now. I'm trying to bypass her because she don't want video me, so I'm bypassing her so I don't have to video her.
That's fine.
She says that's fine. Ooh, that's pretty over here too. So this was not our planned destination today. We thought about going to North Carolina, but then the storms came in last night, so we said, well, it's kind of a bit of a drive. So whenever we left home this morning, we didn't know where we were coming. But then I was like, how about go to Congaree? We haven't been there in a while. And I'm kind of glad we did. Everything's so beautiful and green today.
That's another tree that hit by
Mama
probably
should see that
lightning,
tree right there.
termites, and woodpeckers.
It's always awkward looking at yourself on video. This right here is number 19. So I'm definitely gonna have to show the brochure whenever I get back to the car and tell what the different stops were. It says that is the Firefly Trail. So this is one of the places that you can actually come and see the fireflies, lightning bugs, whatever you call them. But anyway, this is one of the best places in South Carolina to see them in the summertime whenever they do their thing. So this right here is stop number 18. And then the boardwalk kind of breaks off for a second. So it shows you that that is Sims Trail heading in that direction. Bluff Trail continues on straight, which is where we're heading. You can also go fishing if you go to the right. And there's a sign for the Visitor Center and Boardwalk Loop. And the Visitor Center's over there. But I'm pretty sure they might frown upon just walking straight through the woods to get to it. looks unique also. That almost makes me feel like I'm in the Smoky Mountains right there with that little stream or whatever it is just strolling through. So nice and peaceful. So this is stop number 17.
Look at that big pine tree.
Apparently I'm supposed to look up at this huge pine tree. So maybe that's what number 17 is. I guess it would help if we'd pull out a brochure. So pretty over here. I like that. I like this too. Ooh, there's a squirrel. Squirrel alert. Oh, it's just hanging on that tree like it's just so cool.
There's one down there too, behind that tree. Right there. You see that?
Oh, there. I got it.
Oh, good too. Two at the water and one at the tree trunk.
That's so cool. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're probably still here. It's really cool down there too. Yeah, it's so pretty. That would be a good shelter for an otter right there.
Yeah.
I like that. It's pretty over here too. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? So now you'll have arrived at number 16. So it means something. I'll cover all this in my bonus footage. I love it. Oh, I need some alligators and I'd be in heaven. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is my idea of a good time. Ooh, look at that tree. That's pretty cool. And this is number 15. I don't know how good the thing out there in the woods is showing up. All right, so Mom did pull out a brochure. Number 15 was a moonshine still that was left over.
I wouldn't put it. Look, the mosquitoes back here.
The mosquitoes are bad back here. We're starting to get a little antsy in the ears and stuff. This is cool. All that fungus on that tree. Hope that shows up because that's really pretty.
The next one is about the Congaree tree. I'll get to that where you can read it. No, I'll get to that.
Some nice big trees out there. So Mom decided to get the brochure out of her pocketbook so I won't have to cover all this later. So I think we're getting ready to come up on number 14, which is South Carolina's known as the Palmetto State. It is named after the state tree, the cabbage palmetto. The short fan-like palms beside the boardwalk are dwarf palmettos, relatives of the cabbage palmetto. They are one of the hardiest palms due to their ability to withstand freezing temperatures. Dwarf palmettos thrive best in wet, sandy areas where disturbance, like a hurricane, causes a gap in the canopy, allowing sunlight to reach the forest floor. So here's 14. There's Mom pointing. And here's all of our beautiful palmettos. Look at the red bird. Maybe it's showing up. Oh, so pretty. You see it?
Yeah.
So gorgeous. Here, hold this so I can get a picture with my camera.
Who's gonna film that when you do that?
Camera's right here. I got it. I got everything flowing along. I am a multitasker. My friend Michelle says that I have it going on. She says she be hearing my camera click and everything whenever she's watching these videos. So beautiful. I think he said I'm done with you, so he flew away. Oh, this looks like a face. It's kind of creepy in a way. It kind of looks like a ultrasound. Oh, that's pretty over there. So I'll got a couple of minutes. I'll go ahead and cover what we saw. Number 15 was an 18th Amendment was passed in 1919 prohibiting the sale and consumption of alcohol in the United States. Moonshiners and bootleggers found refuge in places of the Congaree River floodplain to earn a living. The iron box you see in the distance is an old still used to make alcohol. Number 16 was on September 21st, 1989, Hurricane Hugo left its mark in this part of the forest. Accompanying tornadoes likely touched down here, leaving large open gaps in the canopy. 17 was fire has always been a natural occurrence in this forest. Today, the National Park Service manages the health of the forest through prescribed fires, which help restore the natural fire regimen and provide habitat for the endangered red-cockaded woodpecker. Number 18 was, as a reporter and editor for the state newspaper, Harry Hampton began a campaign in the 1950s to save the Congaree River floodplain. Number 19, just a few miles from here where the Congaree and Wateree rivers meet, a maroon settlement once existed. In 20, the forest existed long before it was protected as a national park. The natural sounds you hear today are some of the same sounds heard by the Congaree and Catawba tribes that came here long ago. And it tells you to take a moment to listen to the forest. Then number 1, where all the trees were at, not trees, but the benches to sit down on, says this American beech tree, identified by its smooth gray bark, is likely over 100 years old. So that's an update on everything so far that we stopped at the numbers for. So now we're getting ready to come up on another number. So this has to be number 13, because once again we're going in reverse. So number 13 says the force of lightning has left its mark on this tree. As they grow, lobeloid pines emerge above the canopy.
Nesting the big pines.
So somewhere around here is number 13. Do you see it? Well, it should have a thing back here if it's this one.
That's a pine.
I don't know. But anyway,
That's a pine.
wherever it is at, that's what number 13 is. I think this may be it right here, if you can see through all the leaves. But that back there looks like it's been stripped.
That one.
To the right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big pine tree.
That's been stripped by lightning.
That is beautiful.
They got a split personality.
A lot of people have split personalities.
Yeah, there's a tree right side of that tree.
Yeah, that's two trees together. Mom got all excited thinking that was a huge tree. That's two trees.
But that's a pine tree.
So now, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're coming back onto the river now. Oh, this is pretty. So it turns out this is Weston Lake, not the Congaree River. But this is number 12, and it says, once a bend in the Congaree River, Weston Lake is now an oxbow lake. Over 2,000 years ago, the river gradually changed its course and meandered south, leaving behind Weston Lake. The lake is slowly filling in with clay and organic debris. Freshwater turtles, such as the yellow-bellied slider and common snapping turtle, are often spotted here in the warmer months of the year. All plants and animals in the park are protected. You can help protect wildlife by not handling, disturbing, or feeding them. You don't have to worry about that with me. So that is just so beautiful. So now we're going to attempt to get on the lower boardwalk from back here from the lake. We're going to see how this goes. Somebody did say that there is a little bit of underwater, so we're going to see how bad that is. There's my yellow flowers. Oh, so beautiful. Alright, so this right here shows that this is the Weston Lake Loop, King Snake Trail, and Oak Ridge Trail. I guess if you go that way. So we're obviously not going to walk through the woods, but if that's your thing, go for it. I'm going to stay on the boardwalk where I know where I'm going. Oh, so beautiful. And also, whenever you get to the visitor center, you definitely want to pick this up. This is a self-guided boardwalk tour, which is what I have been reading from ever since Mom handed it to me out of her pocketbook. It's a cute little bridge coming up. Mosquitoes are bad back here too. Things are attacking me. But that comes with being on the outdoors. That's pretty right there. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that over there. And, oh, that's what I live for right there. Well, it's not everything I live for, but we all know I love azaleas, but I love a swamp too. Oh, we're really getting into the yellow flowers now. Yeah, number 12 was the lake. All right, so this is number 11. And we can obviously tell it's the tree, because the tree is huge. So number 11 is the grand tree you see here is the loblolly pine. It is unusual to find pines growing in wetland areas. However, loblollies can tolerate living in wet conditions better than many other species of pines. Loblolly pines are the tallest trees in South Carolina. This tree is over 150 feet tall and is a former state champion. So can we say congratulations to the tree? Wish I was 150 feet tall, but then I wouldn't want to be 150 feet tall. I just have to settle for what I got. Now we're coming up on my beautiful yellow flowers, and this is a really good section of them right here. Probably the best I've seen all day so far. Oh, it is, it is, it is. Oh, it's pretty. I think Mama's saying the mosquitoes are getting to me. How about hurry up? See, just what I said. I said mosquitoes getting to me, and she just said the mosquitoes getting to me.
All right, I'm doing it now. I know. More mosquitoes too.
Yeah, I know mosquitoes are bad.
But
You can get you this handy dandy brochure that it can tell you where everything's at.
well, that's what people needs to get time to get in.
right.
A handy dandy brochure. Bye.
So now we're at number 10. And it says this fallen loblolly pine may have lived for 2 centuries before Hurricane Hugo knocked it down in 1989. Cut to clear the trail, an inspection of the rings in the trunk reveals stories of forest fires, droughts, and years of abundant rainfall. So there you go. That's a little bit of history right there with that tree. Oh, like there's too much left of it.
Nope.
Guess time is slowly taking it away. So I just love this right here. This is beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty over there. And we're coming up on another bridge. Oh, Lord. This is so beautiful. Oh, what was that? Oh, it was a frog. I thought it might have been that 3-foot snake those people were telling us about a while ago.
Frog skunk, snake slide.
I didn't know what it was. Could have been a lizard.
But he said it was a water snake.
Yeah, he said it was a 3-foot long water snake that he saw. Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, now we're coming to number 9. And number 9 says the low area you see on both sides of the boardwalk is called a gut. Guts and sloughs, pronounced slough, are low channels in the forest that help disperse water throughout the floodplain where the Congaree River floods. The guts fill with water prior to the entire forest floor flooding. During floods, silt and soil are deposited, replenishing the floodplain with nutrients. So, I don't know if it's getting ready to flood or not, but it is a little somewhat deep through here. This little sign right here lets you know that we were on the trail to Weston Lake. But that's already behind us because, as you know, I do everything in reverse. So this right here shows this is the boardwalk loop, which is what we've been on. The River Trail and the Oak Ridge Trail. So we just came from that direction. That's over there. The Sims Trail from earlier is that way. So we're going to go past this little bit of water right here and get back on the boardwalk. I'm pretty sure whenever that tree right there fell, they had to repair the boardwalk because that thing went straight across. It's pretty massive. So now we're at number 8. And it says the impressive height of Congaree's forest is a result of the rich soil, frequent flooding, and long growing season in the history free of insensitive logging. Here the trees you see average over 130 feet in height, making Congaree one of the tallest deciduous forests in the world. The forest is rich in biodiversity, meaning it supports an abundance of many different kinds of living organisms. You know, me and my southern accent can mess up some words sometimes. Looks like a alligator face in that tree right there. Maybe a human face. It definitely has eyes. I'm gonna pass her again. She is determined to get ahead of me yet again. But it's all good, all good. This right here would be a beautiful place just to sit and take a break with all the yellow flowers around it. And that's another impressive tree right there that fell. So you can see out here, looks like the water's starting to come through. So either it has already came through or it's getting ready to flood. I don't know. If she had slowed down, I'd stop and take a picture. All right. there a second. I'm gonna take a picture. Not a video, but a picture. You can also just see that the mosquitoes are saying hi to the camera. Oh, it's so pretty. And I think I read somewhere this place actually floods 4 times a year. Now we're at number 7. And number 7 is an old growth forest is home to trees in all phases of life and death, from seedlings to champion trees to rotten logs. Few plants can grow in the low sunlight on the forest floor. This stop allows you to observe an open field in the forest. Big trees, both alive and dead, play an important role in the animal life of the floodplain, providing food and shelter for an abundance of species. The value of these trees was recognized by members of the local community in the mid-1900s. The threat of logging motivated groups to advocate for the protection of Congaree, leading to its inclusion in the national park system in 1976. So, it's not that old. It's only 46 years old this year. Ooh, this is nice too. I got to stop and take a picture for this too. So I don't know when in my life I'll ever get a chance to walk through this again, whenever it's doing this. And she's already handed the camera to me again, and here I am still talking. But anyway, I don't know when I'll get a chance to do this again. Whenever the flooding looks like it's either going to happen or has happened, so why shouldn't I document it today? What you think? Whatever. She's a woman of few words, but everybody loves how she can throw that shade at me sometimes. So Mom wanted to point out that the cypress knees have green stuff growing on them. And I thought it was pretty cool. It almost looks like little Christmas trees down there. And it is starting to rain, so we have got to hurry up and get off this boardwalk. That's a unique looking tree right there. Looks like it was growing and something happened to it. So now we're coming up on a sign that says the visitor center is to the right. So let's see how far this is away from where we're at. Because as you can tell, the trail just dead ends right there.
This number 6.
Oh, I've missed number 6. Well, that was
number 7?
Yeah, we got 7.
All right, that's number 6.
So number 6 is standing dead trees are called snags. The tree itself may be dead, but snags are full of other life. Many species of insect spiders and fungi make their home in and on the dead wood. At the base of this snag, you will see the work of a pleated woodpecker. The woodpecker breaks off wood chips, size pieces, to reach the insects living inside. So.
That'd be all them trees you already saw.
There are mosquitoes attached to my arm. Well, not my arm, but my thing. Oh, this is pretty right here. This is pretty through here. Can't remember if I took it in my real camera. I did not, because I don't remember clicking. Where?
Right there.
Oh. So now we're coming up on number 5, and it says, due to a slight increase in elevation of only a few inches, switch cane dominates the forest floor in this area. Although it looks similar to bamboo, an invasive plant in South Carolina, it is more closely related to sugarcane. Darn mosquitoes. Oh, so that right there.
That's right here.
And then it says, a dense growth of switch cane is called cane brake. Cane brakes were so prevalent in South Carolina during the early European settlement that the phrase was historically used on maps to describe vast areas of a switch cane. And it's a good thing Mom's with me, because I'd be missing all these numbers at this point. So this is number 4 right here. Hopefully number 5 recorded. I realized that number 4 did not record, so I had to backtrack to that. Anyway, it says water tupelos dominate the landscape here and are identified by their swollen trunks. These trees only grow where water is plentiful. You may notice moss on the lower part of the tree trunk. This is an indicator of the water level from previous floods. Flooding is a natural occurrence in Congaree National Park, and it's important for bringing fresh nutrients into the floodplain. So, as you know, we just went through the flood. Hopefully that recorded. This is pretty right here. So now we're coming up on number 3. And number 3 says the majestic bald cypress trees produce knees that rise up from the roots of the tree and can be seen throughout the forest floor. While their function is not entirely understood, it is believed that the knees provide the tree with extra structural support during floods and high winds. Bald cypress trees can live to be over 1,000 years old. Bald cypress wood is rot and water resistant. The wood is often called wood eternal because it decays slowly and may remain in perfect condition after 100 years of use. Historically, the Catawba and Congaree tribes used bald cypress wood for canoes because it was easy to work with and durable. Bald cypress trees were logged in the late 1800s and used in roof shingles, docks, bridges, cabinetry, and more, which is why so few old growth bald cypress trees exist today. So that is
That's the big one.
majestic tree as well. So now we're coming up on number 2. And number 2 says, as you look at the ground on either side of the boardwalk, you will notice a dark colored mud, a mixture of clay and old leaves. This mud, called Dwarven muck, is 8 feet thick and plays an important role in the health of the floodplain. It filters water, traps pollution, and turns pollutants into harmless compounds. By filtering water, it helps keep the floodplain and the Congaree River clean. Yeah, I was just talking about number 2. Not number 2 that way. And so now we're going to leave the lower boardwalk and head on back up to the other boardwalk. And now we're getting ready to be back in the little fork that we took a while ago, so we've been successful in making it around. So now we're almost back to the visitor center. That's a beautiful t-shirt there. I like that. So that's going to do it for today outside of Congaree National Park. I did get a beautiful magnet and a t-shirt. It's got the fireflies on it. You might see a little bit of it. Anyway, I should be back with my bonus footage to tell you the rest of the history of this place. But anyway, if you did watch this far, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And I think that the best scene actually never got recorded. We had to go through the flood waters, but somehow I don't think it recorded.
4 through 5.
Yeah, it was so sad. Yeah. But anyway, I'll be back in a few seconds. Bye. Okay, so now we're back in the car, and this is the official Congaree National Park brochure. And it says, welcome to the wild heart of South Carolina, a land of towering trees, of floods and fire, of woodland paths and water trails used by people for over 10,000 years. These ancient trees have witnessed war, slavery, freedom, and destruction. This rare old growth floodplain was almost lost. In 1976, it became part of the nearly 27,000 acres of Congaree National Park. And Congaree's floodplain and uplands are steeped in folk tales, ghost stories, and fond memories. And somebody said it would be so cool and inviting. So I don't know about that because of all the mosquitoes there. And it's only
73
degrees.
You be in there too.
Yeah, the mosquitoes are getting bad. So, this right here, I guess you saw him at the beginning of the video. This is Harry Hampton. He was a journalist and champion of Congaree. He posed next to a bald cypress in the 1950s. It towers over 130 feet and still stands thanks to his efforts and those of others he inspired. So as you know, the visitor center is named after him. This right here shows all kind of antique pictures right here. And this says, welcome to the home of 1,000 species. You can explore along the boardwalk, which is what we did. You can paddle through the floodplain. Can't swim, so can't do that. Hike into the wilderness. Technically, we did hike. It was on the boardwalk. And discover in-depth activities. So here's the different kind of animals that you can see in there. We actually did see a worm, but it would not get into the correct thing I needed it to do for my video.
We saw regular squirrels, but we didn't see the gray squirrel.
Yeah, we did not see the fox squirrel, but we did see the regular one. And this shows the only thing that's not welcome here is the feral hogs.
They had a bad problem about that years ago.
And surprise, surprise, Mom is over there where I usually sit at.
I'm gonna have me picking for.
I think I walked her to death. So now you're seeing the other side of the car you usually don't get to see.
I'm gonna let her drive for a while.
She said she's gonna let me drive for a while. So anyway, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
This was not a planned trip today at all. We were, like I said earlier in the video, we were gonna go to North Carolina today, but then had a horrible storm last night. So we didn't even know where we were gonna go whenever we left home. But this is what we decided on today. And this right here, this is the other brochure that I showed during the video.
Make sure you get that for start
Yes, you
with.
need that. And we went in reverse, so it might have been better to go the other way. And this right here tells about the hiking trails and stuff like that. So, and it tells about the difficulty. They're all difficult if you're not in shape. So thank God for flat land. And the most disturbing part of the whole video is whenever we had to go through that water, for some reason it did not record. I could have swore it was recording, but it is not there. So I don't know if the button didn't get pressed or what, but I could have swore it was red, but whatever. We're not going back through it.
We're gonna 4 through 5 or 5 through 4.
5 through 4. So
Yeah. We was walking reverse.
I'm gonna have to check to see if number 5 even recorded. I don't know if it did or didn't, but if not, just imagine about 3 inches of water maybe.
Enough to get your shoes
Yeah, got our
wet.
shoes wet and stuff. So there was 2 really bad spots, but the second one was a whole lot worse than what the first one was. So anyway, I might take a little bit more footage before we leave out. So if it is, that'll be bonus footage. That did not come out like bonus footage. You know, sometimes I talk so fast I have to slow down myself. But anyway, if I don't show any more, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
So I had a good time too. We have not been here in a while, and they've done a lot of improvements here since we last came. I got a beautiful t-shirt. It's got the fireflies on it. I don't know, I can't reach it. This car is so large. I'm not in my other car today, so the other car I could just reach right there and reach everything. So I'm in my larger car today, so I cannot reach back there. But anyway, if you watched, thanks for watching. If you did watch the whole thing, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
So in the bonus footage, this says it's a landscape sustained by fire, and it also says welcome to Congaree National Park Longleaf Campground. So there's a campground back there. It says group camping only. I can't even read that. My eyes are so bad. I think it says 9 to 24 campers per site. Extremely nearsighted. And then it says there are plenty of things to do there in your stay at Congaree. It's got the Cedar Creek Canoe Trail, backcountry camping, recreational fishing, and ranger programs. So if any of that interests you, there you go. And as I always love to point out, there's the bathroom. Now they do have a much nicer bathroom up there at the visitor center. I don't know if that caught that or not, but they have a speed of 27 miles per hour in here. And that is the welcome sign right there. That welcomes you to Congaree National Park, and there's their logo with the owl and the cypress trees and the little people down there at the bottom. And you got the National Park Service logo with the bison and the mountains and the trees over there. So anyway, once again, thanks for watching and bye.